It was almost like he was like, I know you.
Yeah, and the whole nudge and then turn into you type thing, like that's like the same kind of things that he does for us. Which it's hard to, it's hard to say like, oh, well then it's golden because I mean even when he was younger, it was, or when we first started having this, he was showing signs of wanting to
Well, and
for
some of it
someone.
could also be part of his maturing, like you said. He's just a little bit more mellow in the mornings,
Mm-hmm.
so maybe he's just a little bit more mellow. Are we
Absolutely.
videotaping this now?
Yeah, that should have been for
Cause
football.
it's just my buttons tend to come undone
Oh,
sometimes, so I was wondering, like right now. You can tell the
I'll
vet I
edit.
apologize. I apologize, Rocco. I have mostly have safety pins where they come undone the most, but the holes are slightly too large.
I don't pull those very tight either.
I should, if I was smart, I would just go ahead and um, pin the whole thing or sew it. Sorry, I'm getting lots of kisses and licks, and I don't have anything in this hand. And I haven't given you any this time. His hand doesn't even smell like treats.
No.
Only this hand smells like treats.
Good boy.
You are a good boy, Rocco, but you know that already. But maybe some
And
of
see,
it,
you can say his name, which, like what we did find, like
people
things like
couldn't.
outside stranger people, like strangers, once they're like, he's fine, and we're feeding him treats, and he's all fine. We're not trying to touch him, but then like, oh, what's his name? And then we say, oh, his name's Rocco. And then we're like, oh, hi, Rocco. And then they like talk to him, and he's like, how dare, he's like, then he like, he'll
I don't
bark
understand.
or growl.
I don't understand. Do you like the butt at all?
And I would stay away from
Stay
his
away from
butt.
the butt. See, some dogs really like the butt, and some dogs don't.
I think he's a not so much the butt. I think,
I'm gonna get so many pets because he just sort of seems to keep asking.
yeah, and that's what, I mean, you know, the behaviors by its by
Have you
its
haven't seen any
consequence.
bristling, or have you?
No, and I'm definitely watching the back of his neck. But I mean, that this is like a reinforcer test. It's like you pet, he nudges, you pet.
He's
As
getting
soon as you
exactly what he
stop,
wants.
he does it. He engages in the behavior again. So like this would be like, okay, obviously he's finding that reinforcing. It's not like you're giving him treats to engage in that behavior.
No, and I'm actually even letting him like smell that there's no treat in my hand.
Good boy. But I think with him, it's the key is it's got to be on his terms. Like this is all him.
Yeah, he's in
He's
charge.
he's saying yes,
I'm sitting here, my hands are here.
right,
He tells me if he wants me to pet him.
right. Whereas if he was doing his own thing and then you bent down and tried to touch him, it might be a different story.